before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm going to discuss my second week April earnings for Walmart Spark. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's in reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 per week on your time using your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a car, you don't want to use your own, click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. Then, along with the Wealth Dasher, you can still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. If you'd like to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cashback link in the description below. If you would like to earn while driving for Walmart through Walmart Spark, click the Spark Driver Wealth link in the description below. Let's get into the second week of April earnings with Walmart Spark. You can see here, this is from April 4th to April 11th. Monday the 4th, I made $39, and I believe that was just in tips from the day before, which was Sunday. Tuesday, you see I had, I believe it's $40.54. I'm not sure if I went out that day. I'm going to say I did, because if it was just tips on Monday, it wouldn't be no tips on Tuesday. So I probably went out for a little bit, maybe a couple of hours, something like that. Then we have Wednesday, April 6th. We have $123.21. And as you can see, I have trip earnings of $82.21 and confirmed tips of $41, which means I did go out on Tuesday, because I see the trip earnings on Tuesday, April 5th of $40.54, and my tips was $41, so it means I made a total of probably $81.54 on Tuesday. That's what it looked like. When I go over my earnings that I wrote down, we'll know definitely what happened. Thursday, you see I did $31 in confirmed tips. I mean, I didn't go out Thursday either. I just see tips for that day. And we have trip earnings on Friday, which is April 8th, of $58.01. Then we have confirmed tips on Saturday of $19. Then we have trip earnings on Sunday of $87.07. Okay, so let's go into the next screenshot. So here we go again. Trip earnings $397.83 for that week. So I didn't have a good week, as you can see. I had quite a few days off. So again, we have trip earnings at $397.83. Okay, that's total earnings of $397.83. My trip earnings is $267.83, and my confirmed tips is $91, and my rollover tips from last week will be $39. All right, that's pretty much what that is. Nothing major, nothing way out of whack. It was a short week. I didn't go out that much, and I'm going to tell you what my numbers are from what I wrote down for the actual days. So we're going to go April 5th. We had $81.54 because I didn't go out on the 4th, so we're going to start with April 5th, which is Tuesday. So $81.54, so I was correct in that by looking at the numbers. We have the 6th, I paid $114.43 that day. By the way, on the 5th, I drove 28 miles, by the way. So on the 5th, I did $81.54 with 28 miles. The 6th, which is Wednesday, was $114.43. And you can see here it says $123.21. So I guess that includes the tips from the previous day. But I actually did $114.43 on the 6th from my numbers, what I wrote down. And that was 40 miles I drove that day. $75.85 on the 8th. So remember, I didn't go out on the 7th. So Friday the 8th, I did $75.85 and I drove 34 miles that day. So 34 miles for $75.85. And on the 10th, which means I didn't go out Saturday. Didn't go out Saturday, which would have been the 9th. So on the 10th, I did $134.97, and I drove 55 miles that day. So I did $134.97, and I drove 55 miles that day. So the total for the week was $406.79. So I did $406.79 according to my numbers I wrote down, and I drove 157 miles. So again, it's always going to be a little different because of the tip situation, because you're going to show tips from the day before. Okay, so according to the app, it was $397.83, so it's just about $10 shorter than what I actually did. So let me see if I can go back to the other screenshot. Yeah, so here we go. 87.07 is what they said I did. Okay, because I didn't go out Saturday, so they didn't add any tips. So the actual trip earnings was 87.07, and I had some tips in there that put me at 134.97. All right. So again, that's the difference. Let me go with my metrics. So here are my metrics for that week. Remember in the last video, I was at 118 trips, so now I'm at 145 trips. You know, total trips. These are not weekly trips. Remember, I'm only doing maybe 5, 6, 7, 8. The most I did in trips in a day, I think I did 9 trips in a day. I've done 12 stops in one trip. Yeah, you know, that's those GMD trips. But the total trips I did today was 9. I did that twice. So even if I did 9 trips a day, that would only be 63 trips in a week if I did 7 days a week. So I think that week, as you see, I didn't even do a whole lot that week. You know, I took 3 days off, right? So we're gonna add, you know, to the 118 to bring it to 145, but that's what I had, right? So anyway, I was at 90% acceptance rate. Now I'm at 94%. 4.8 customer rating. 98% on time arrival. Okay, so that's my metrics for the week. All right, but hope you got value from this. Hope it motivates you to get out here. Again, let's go back to the earnings. This is my total earnings for this week. You see I took 3 days off, so we got $397.83, $267.83 in actual trip earnings, $91 in confirmed tips, and rollover tips from last week of $39. All right. So again, if you'd like to get started with Walmart Spark, click the Spark Driver Wealth link in the description below. If you'd like to get started with DoorDash, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. And if you don't have a car to do either one of these, go ahead and click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. That way you can then hire a car, the Wealth Dash, and do the Spark Driver Wealth. Okay? Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth HyreCar link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then wealth dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.